Hello my friends, what's up and welcome back to my channel. We have a very exciting video today. I recently saw this new foundation at Sephora. It's the Best Skin Ever foundation. 20 bucks, had really amazing claims. The packaging, I was sucked in, so I figured it's time to try a new lower scale price foundation. And my thoughts may be very surprising to you, but we really have a lot to talk about when it comes to this foundation. So if you're interested in seeing what this foundation is, details, if it worked for me, then just keep on watching. Okay, let's go into quick details before we go into the demo and put this on together. So this is the Sephora Collection Best Skin Ever Liquid Foundation. It's $20. You do get slightly less than an ounce, but for $20, who cares? It's 0.84 fluid ounces. For reference, it's made in France, which super floored me because I was like, wow. And it does have a 12-month shelf life. Let me give you a very quick description from the Sephora website. It's a medium coverage natural finish foundation with a long wearing anti-pollution formula that hydrates skin for up to 12 hours and is infused with skincare benefits. It does have hyaluronic acid, which is a plus, red algae extract and brown algae extract. The red hydrates and the brown provides an anti-pollution protective shield. Best Skin Ever Liquid Foundation delivers a second skin effect and provides lasting hydration while covering imperfections. Its formula is clinically shown to reduce signs of stress, fatigue, and usage over time is proven to make skin smoother, more even, and more radiant. We'll see, I guess. The bottle is made from 30% recycled glass, which is crazy. It's a beautiful little bottle. It's a frosted kind of bottle with even a frosted cap. Just really, really pretty. Let's see. And then the clinical results to me really don't mean a whole lot because sometimes things are claimed to be amazing and I'm like, I just don't see it. So that being said, let's just go ahead and jump right into this demo because we're going to put this to the test. I'm going to do what every YouTuber in the world does, and I'm going to do half my face with a brush, half with a sponge, really for purposes of like how I like to, I'm basically trying to figure out how I'm going to like to apply this foundation, just because since it's not a full coverage one, a brush may be better, but we'll see once that's over, and I hope you enjoy. Let's get into it. All right, guys, so the Sephora Best Skin Ever foundation, I picked mine up in the shade 20N, which is the light to light medium neutral. It is the lighter of the two in that tone, light to light medium neutral. It does come in a very pretty bottle. It's frosted. It's for the price point, which was $20. It's very impressive. It's got like a matte frosted cap, and then it does have a pump. So we're going to go ahead and do half and half, what you've seen from a lot of people when they do foundation testing. And for me, it's more of, I don't know which will work better, just because it is I think it's a medium buildable coverage for the look of naturally perfected skin. So something tells me that a brush will be better. But at the same time, I am also going to use a beauty sponge. Not that I'm doing it any favors by using this sponge. The Beauty Blender for me is the best. This one tends to soak up some product, but is what it is, what we've got to work with today. So I'm just gonna pump some on my, it does come out a little thicker than I anticipated, which is nice. Let me get a little closer to you. And then I'm just gonna dot this all over. The other light to light medium finish looked a little more yellow. And so I don't know. I tend to go for the lighter when there's two options. I tend to go for the lighter of the two. I'm just gonna put a little bit more because I didn't intend to go that crazy. But this is actually more than what I would typically put on my face for any foundation. So let's go ahead and I'm gonna wipe some off of my finger. If we need more, we can go in with more, but I should have gone in with less. Okay. So let's go ahead and start off with the brush, I guess. I'm using my Rare Beauty foundation brush, and this actually looks a little yellow as well. Huh. Maybe the other one was more neutral. I don't know. It's weird because I find when brands do that, light to light, medium, neutral, one will be a hint more yellow than the other. And I feel like in the bottle, this one did not look, that doesn't look very yellow. The other one looked more yellow, which I think was 25N, but this is blending so effortlessly, so nicely. And it's not looking cakey, which is so important. When I use a brush, sometimes foundations will end up looking a little cakier than I'd like. Have a line down my face. I think it's like from my pillow. Anyways, okay, so I definitely feel like it looks a little more yellow than in the bottle, but that's okay. That looks really good. I don't typically layer my foundation. One layer is usually enough for me, so just know that in case you're wanting to layer. I'm gonna go in with the sponge. And like I said, this is not, I think this is a Real Technique sponge, and it's definitely not my favorite. Okay, so, wow, it's going in really nicely. Except I feel like whenever I'm far from the mirror, I feel like I can't, okay, there we go. Already I can tell you that I think I like the brush side better. It's just that it gives a slight more coverage. This is definitely, if you need heavy coverage, this is definitely something that, hold on a minute. Sorry, how embarrassing. I felt the goopy from the lip gloss. We are gonna layer a little bit because I know that some of y'all would have to layer, and we'll see how that works. They actually both look really, really nice. It's just the expected outcome of the sponge side looking a little bit more, not subdued, but a little bit lighter in coverage just because using the sponge. So let's go ahead and put a little more. The brush side is perfect as far as coverage for me and what I'd like. The sponge did go a little light, so the finish of this is absolutely beautiful. And in fact, I feel like the finish of this is what I expected from that most recent Urban Decay, what was it? Hydromaniac, I can't remember. I used that several times. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Everybody loves this thing. And I tried and I tried and I tried and just never found a way that I liked it. It never looked super glowy on my skin. So I did end up returning that one. I was like, I can't see myself going through a full bottle of this. But this, I could see myself, wow. It's $20. What? It's, let's see, Longwear Foundation and Anti-Pollution. Sorry, I'm like, I take a long time when I'm putting on foundation. Sorry, guys. But, and I had already done, oh, you know what? I need to grab a concealer. Okay. Hold on. I think we're done with the foundation. Let me grab a concealer. Hold tight. I cannot stop looking in the mirror. This looks really good. Okay, the Rare Beauty Concealer is what I'm going to use because I feel like this is a more lightweight foundation, and so I did also correct when I was doing my eyeshadow, so I don't have a whole lot I need to cover right now with concealer. So just gonna put a little bit on there. I don't go, like a lot of YouTubers, I don't like to do a whole lot of concealer. It ends up looking cakey on me, but I'm gonna even tell you how impressed I am that I don't really see a lot of redness around my nose, and I typically do go in with a little bit of concealer there because it ends up a little red, but there's not even that. Okay, pasa mufasa, I'm super excited. Let's see. Well, I'm gonna wait for the concealer to just slightly get tacky because this is a lighter weight concealer. So when you're playing with lighter weight concealers, if you want more coverage, if you let them sit for just a bit, they'll get a little tackier and the coverage will be better. So while we do that, it says enriched with algae extracts and hyaluronic acid. Oh, that's a good thing. I love hyaluronic acid. Provides anti-pollution benefits and 12-hour hydration. I don't know how I would ever know to prove that, but okay, as far as the anti-pollution. The 12-hour hydration, that's awesome. Clinically proven to reduce signs of stress and fatigue. Oh gosh, well, you know, I do end up with a lot of stress. I am a worry wart, which is, I'm working on it, But let's see. I usually go in with a sponge. Hang on, let me get my Rare concealer brush. Okay, so this is just a little, you know, baby to this. All right, so Which side do we, I don't guess it meant. Which side did I do to the brush? Okay, this side, sorry. See if I don't mess up my eyeshadow that I should have done after, but it is what it is. This is looking, I'm just wowed. This is looking so good. Okay, I'm sorry, I have to go in with the little spongy, because if not, I'm gonna mess up my eyeshadow. What is happening with this foundation? What? Oh my gosh, this concealer is laying so beautifully over top of this. And you know what I just realized, you guys? I'm sorry, I didn't go in with a primer. I'm so embarrassed right now. I didn't go in with a primer. Now, I did have SPF lotion over top, but I don't know. Maybe it's good that I didn't go in with primer. My Tatcha liquid silk canvas is what I would have used, but I guess we're really putting this to the test without using primer, and it looks this good? Wow. So if you questioned at the start of this video, is she gonna use primer? That was my bad, I forgot. I'm floored right now, and this pillow line is really just distracting me, but I'm absolutely floored. Okay, let's go in with some powder. I'm gonna use the Huda Beauty Easy Bake. This is my favorite powder of all time. Nothing can seem to beat this. Every time I say, oh, you know what, I think I found one that I like as much. No, I don't. So let's go in. I don't go in with a ton of powder. I'm just gonna be honest with you. Too much makes me look cakey. I put a little bit and I go like this and I really diffuse it so that it's just a little bit, and just going in. This is a BH Cosmetics fluffy brush from a set a long time ago. I don't know, I'm sorry. I know y'all like to know what brushes exactly, but I buy so many sets because that's the better value that I end up forgetting what set. And a lot of times the sets, they don't have like this says number 2. Okay, number 2 what? Oh my goodness. What is happening right now? Why is this so good? Now, first impressions, yes, they can be misleading because, you know, hours from now I might say, this is terrible. But I don't know, I'm finding that hard to believe. Okay, so we've done that. Let's go in with a little bit of bronzer. I'm gonna use the Revlon Skin Lights bronzer and a little duo, I think it's like a duo fiber brush, Pro Diffuser, Sephora number 64, before they ended up redoing their brushes. I highly, highly recommend this brush for bronzer, especially if you're gonna use one. Remember in my video recently when I went in with the Ilia bronzer and it was super, super powdery? This is the type of brush you wanna use for that because it kind of, a denser brush is gonna pick up even more product, and then, you know, it's gonna be harder to diffuse. Obviously, this is a diffuser brush, so it's its job. Wow, this is so awesome. I'm very, very impressed. Like, I'm not even done, and I can already tell you that I am absolutely loving this foundation. It is not feeling drying in the least, which I don't know. For reference, I am a pretty normal skin type, so my driest areas are like right here around my nose where I put the concealer. That's usually the driest part of my face, and then sometimes I'll get a little bit of flaking down here, but I don't typically get a lot of dryness. Right now in the winter, overall, my skin's a little drier, but it's not something that I really typically suffer from. So I don't know how this would work on oily skin tones. I'm speaking for my skin or skin type, so I am gonna speak for mine, I'm sorry. I am gonna use an Almay blush. I am gonna do a drugstore haul here soon. I know, the person who does not really buy a whole lot of drugstore found a ton of amazing drugstore stuff, and you need to know what it is. So, but the question is, do you wanna go in with a nude, or I'm gonna go in with this one. This one is called, it's the Healthy Hue Blush. Oh gosh, it's the peachy one, whatever that is. I think the little label where you cut it open here had the name. Anyways, let's go ahead and, oh, I need a blush brush, hold on. Okay. So this is a beautiful brush. Everything I had heard about it is true. So let's just, oh my gosh. Y'all, this foundation is, This, I feel an excitement right now. It's the kind of excitement when something makeup related is good, it's amazing, and it's inexpensive. So it is so much fun. Wow. So smooth. I am like, I will stop looking at myself because it's gonna look vain. I heard, okay, so total side note. Recently, someone commented on one of my videos saying, please don't highlight your nose. Here's the thing. I do what I like on my face. You are more than welcome to do on yours. I'm not directing that to the one person, even though that's what prompted my saying this. It's just in general. If you're watching and there's something that you wouldn't do or that a trend you don't like, then that's your thing, and that's perfectly fine. That's what is amazing about makeup, is that it just, Anyways, so Makeup Forever highlighter is what we're gonna use. Let's see. This one's getting a little older, but it is one of my favorites. Yeah, there it goes. Beautiful. It is so, so beautiful. It's a little duo, and I've had it for what seems to be so long. I don't even see a label on it, so I'm sorry that I don't know exactly which one it is. Oh my gosh, so, so pretty. Okay, we are looking so good. That sounds so vain, but I am absolutely mesmerized by this. All right, so the setting spray that I have really been absolutely loving is the Rare Beauty one. It just molds everything together. This is where I say first impressions can be so misleading, because you can love something and then a few days later it goes south, or you could not like something and a few days later it's your favorite thing of life. So it is what it is, but I love this. And so we're gonna put this on and then we'll be done. I don't even think you need to know final thoughts because you already know them. Okay. I do go in with a lot of setting spray, you guys, and I need a little fan. I know I'm still old school over here while the rest of the makeup world or the beauty world is using the little zzz. Okay, so I will get one in the near future, I hope. Okay, so you guys. All right, let's go into the outro and I'll give you my final thoughts. Hey guys, what's up? Just a quick check-in. We are here about 7 hours later. It is 3:34 for reference, and I just thought I would jump back before I start pulling this video down to edit, just to let you know what I think of it 7 hours later. So the very first thought is that it does oxidize a little bit. You can probably tell that my face looks a little deeper than my neck. So what that tells me is that going forward, I need to take it down a little bit more, just like the way I do the Rare Beauty foundation. Aside from that, this is wearing so flawless that I cannot believe this is a $20 foundation. Just a little mind blown. I keep checking in the mirror just because my thought is, all right, at some point this is going to start to go south, and it hasn't. Very flawless, looks fresh, doesn't look, it's not breaking up, it's not, I don't know. So let me scooch in, you can see me up close, but yeah, I think the only thing is the oxidation, which, you definitely can see. And I did pick up the lighter of the two, light to light medium. So it's something to consider. Usually when that happens, the light neutral ends up being a little too light. So I don't want to go that route. I'll make it work just the way I do the Rare Beauty foundation, but I think this is the best Sephora collection product I have ever tried. Hands down. This is incredible. Alrighty, my friends, I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it helpful. And if you've been curious about this foundation, well, now you know upon first impression how it worked for me. What I might do is towards the end of the day, depending on how I see it's wearing, I might just include a little note here. I am not sure. But yeah, so far I am absolutely loving. I have not been this excited upon first impression of a foundation in a very long time. The Rare foundation took me 2-3 uses to absolutely fall in love with it. The Bite Beauty one, which is my other top foundation, took a couple of uses, but this maybe it's because I came in with low expectations. I don't know. Maybe it's because of the price tag that I figured it wasn't going to be as great, but I am seriously mind blown with how amazing this foundation is, and that it was only $20. So if you're in the market for a foundation, may want to check it out. Like I said, I can't really make claims to skin types that are different from mine just because I have pretty normal skin. I don't have a lot of acne. I don't have any acne scarring, a lot of imperfections, things like that. So something to take note of, but for the price point, it's definitely worth trying out. Before I let you go, I just want to give you a quick verse of the day in an effort to motivate you and encourage you and let you know that Jesus loves you very much. It comes from Hebrews 11:1, and it says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen." Faith is a very powerful, powerful thing, you guys. In the Bible, it says if you have faith as small as a mustard seed. And if you've seen those, they are absolutely tiny, but it's very, very important to keep the faith. If you're struggling, it is my prayer. I will throw up a phone number on the screen if you need prayer. If you want someone to talk to, someone to encourage you, then feel free to take advantage and just use it, or not. It's up to you. So that brings us to the end of today's video, guys. Until the next one, please stay safe and stay well. And remember that I love you, but Jesus loves you so much more. I'll see you soon. Bye.